doing my scrap room tour for you. So here I am just standing at the entrance to my scrap room. I do have my camera on my tripod, so hopefully I can do this pretty smoothly without a lot of bobbling, but you can kind of see as you stand at the doorway, my scrap room area is here, and then as I pan this way, and then you'll hit the door frame, but that's my husband's game room area. So I'm just going to kind of walk in here. Sorry, it's a little bumpy. Try to get through the doorway with my tripod. And I'm going to kind of move back in this general area so that you can kind of see what I have going on a little bit further back. Okay, so there's the doorway, and as you can see when you come in just to the left, I have a little organizer there next to my paper racks. That is just kind of a hodgepodge of things, really. I have a little organizer that I got at Hobby Lobby, and it holds some Project Life cards, just some random ones. A lot of them are ones that I've printed. And so I just kind of keep those there. And then I have my punches and just some little, I have a basket of doilies, and then the next basket underneath is kind of random bits and pieces that I kind of talked about in my last video. They're just kind of like bits of ephemera and things that don't really have a home, I guess you could say. They don't have a specific kit that they belong to or things like that. So as we go along, there you can see my little scrapbook display that I made out of some baseboard that we had left over from our basement project. And I have my paper racks there. I got those at a scrapbook store that was going out of business. And so anyway, so I have a little white thing there on my desk. It's from the Container Store, and that has most of my any kind of, like, I get a piece of paper in my Citrus Twist kit that has like a layout inspirations and page kind of like page ideas, I guess. So I have one drawer of that, and the other two drawers are actually like Christmas embellishments and things that I have ready to go for my December daily. And then on top of that, I have some stamp sets. They're all close to my heart stamp sets that I use in my Project Life. And I'm trying to kind of bite the bullet and put those in my binder that's right next to that. And I'm just going to move a little bit closer here so you can see a little bit better. As you can see, I have this IKEA desk system. It's like a rectangle and then a corner piece and then another rectangle over here. So anyway, so what I have there, that gray kind of binder with circles on it, that's my stamp storage. And then next to that is my typewriter. I'm going to shut the door here. Okay, so then I have my computer. I'm currently uploading a video on YouTube right now. So that's what my computer's doing. And behind there is my sewing machine. Then on the wall, I have that floating shelf that just has some little bins that I got at Target in the dollar spot. And again, it's just kind of some random things, like all the little glassine bags and like little Ziploc-y bags that I get with kits. I just save all those because I always end up needing them for something. So that's kind of what's there. I have that little cube unit on the ledge, and I got that at a garage sale. I think it's meant to be like a jewelry box, but I store all of my embossing powders and some of those kinds of, I have some like glossy accents and things like that that are in there, some sparkly glue type stuff that I use every once in a while. So that's in there. And then I have next to my sewing machine, I'm going to come around here a little bit. Sorry if it's a little bit wobbly. Trying not to hit my table. I have my washi tape. Some of my washi tape that I use a lot is in one of those little storage units from Recollections, and it stacks, and then there's some tool storage for tools on the side of it. So then next to that, I have my Cricut and my Silhouette, and I got that little black wire thing at Tuesday Morning. It's like a stacking storage unit, and I just bought one of them. So I have my Cricut on top and my Silhouette on the bottom. And there's plenty of room for the Silhouette sheet to pass back and forth there when it's like that. And then I have on that middle shelf, I just have a little ceramic bowl that has some odds and ends in it. And behind there I have like my brayer, and I have some like one of those Dymo label maker things, but it's the kind that you punch. It's like the old school one. And then my fuse is in that pocket. It's a Freckled Fawn zipper pouch that I put my fuse in. So then next to that, I have an empty Project Life box that I use for like if I'm spraying mists or doing anything really messy, I'll use that for that. And my glass cutting mat is next to that for my fuse. Then I have one of those recollections from Michaels, the little four tray stacking cube units. I kind of thought a long time ago that I was just going to buy one of those every once in a while, and I was going to create a whole scrap room out of them, but it just didn't really ever happen. So, but I do use it for all of my page protectors. So I have those organized. And you can kind of see the little blue tabs that stick out. I went to the Becky Higgins website and I just printed off all of the styles, and so I just glued those to the tab, and then you can kind of see that's what I did for organizing. So I have all the different page protector stuff. So I'll move a little bit closer so you can kind of see that, and I will pan down here. Loosen it up so it don't pan down. Maybe. Sorry guys. All right. So there you can kind of see those tabs sticking out. I just used cardstock, and actually it was extra long. I used like poster board so that it would be longer than the shelf unit. So that's all my page protectors, and I have a couple of idea books down below there. And then in the top shelf I have like my Cricut mat and my Silhouette mat, and then I have my templates that I use when I record videos down there. So then next to that one, then I have my printer up top, and I mostly use that for if I do print and cut on my Silhouette, or if I need to print out a picture, I'll do that. So underneath some of that stuff on that top shelf is also some photo paper and things like that. So then I have my Close to My Heart medium organizers full of my Project Life core kits, and I have those organized by kit, and some of them are partial kits and some of them are full kits. I think I only have 2 full kits left because I do a lot of trading with my friends. I have a lot of friends that do Project Life, so I really don't have a lot of full core kits left, which is actually a good thing. So then I have my 2 Raskog cards, and I'm actually going to come around to the side. Sorry about this. We'll come over here so that you can see what I have in my Raskog carts. So these are my Raskogs. This one is kind of like my main cart, and I use that for all of my kits. So usually in the front of the plastic divider, I have my current Take 10 kit and my current Citrus Twist kit, and I happen to have just used up all of my current Take 10 kit, and my Citrus Twist kit is actually sitting right here because I'm getting ready to do week 34. So I'm going to use my Citrus Twist kit for week 34, so it's not in my little divider there. I also have my Close to My Heart catalogs, and I have in the very front, it's a little 7 paper. It's like a dog theme pack that I got from Studio Calico. And then behind that are my thickers, my sticker organization, mostly just alpha stickers. The second shelf of my Raskog is all my Disney scrapbooking stuff. I'm working on our 2013 Disney trip still. So that's all just Disney Project Life cards, some of our pictures from our trip that I'm currently working on, and those kinds of things. And then the very bottom, I have all of my old kits. So I have old Take 10 kits in there, old Citrus Twist kits in there, and then I have all of my 6x6 paper pads kind of organized on the bottom. So I am going to go around, and just don't even mind what I look like right now. I mowed the lawn today, so I didn't get pretty for this at all. I'll kind of turn this card around so you can see what I have there. Sorry about that. So, okay, so those are all of my thickers, and there's also some other like sticker packs. Obviously some of them aren't just word or letter stickers. Some of them are word stickers. I have another little Beigel rack, wire rack for storing washi tape, and I have some buckets that have all my markers, and I have all my roller stamps and things like that in buckets, and some of them are buckets from the Target Dollar Spot, and some of them are the Beigel containers from IKEA. So I'll come over here so you can see my other cart. This one I just got a couple of weeks ago, so it doesn't have a lot of stuff in it yet, but it has all my enamel dots in that front little basket. The back basket is just other kind of random stickers. Some of them are letter stickers, but most of them are just random stickers. They might be, I think I have the stickers from the Wonder Collection in there, and I have other stickers like that. And then I have that little caddy. It's a little basket caddy that I've had for a long time. It's meant for like napkins and silverware and like at a picnic, but I use it for just kind of my random tools, things I don't use as often. Now underneath there, I have some more 6x6 paper pads, and I have my cork paper, and I have my Project 52 core kit. I actually have it in there. I don't use the 4x6 and 3x4 cards as much as I do just the weekly title cards, but every once in a while I'll go ahead and use those instead of like a Citrus Twist kit or a Take 10 kit. And then the very bottom shelf is, I can't even think of what it's called. It's my little embossing machine. And then I have some Xyron sticker makers. I have like the 2.5 inch and the two, like the X, and I have another little one that's down there. So those are my Rascog cards. I'm gonna back up here so you can kind of see my hutch. This is my hutch that I painted. It was a dark brown, and it had this kind of weird lattice, oh, sorry about that, lattice work stuff in the windows, and my tripod is falling apart here. Okay, so yeah, so that is my hutch, and what I have stored in there is on the top shelf is all of my ink pads, and those are pretty much all close to my heart, ink pads. And then, because that's kind of how I got started stamping, was being a customer close to my heart, and so I started collecting stamp sets and ink pads about 12 years ago, and this is what I have now. So I have 4 small containers to the right of the ink pads, and those hold close to my heart stamp sets. And then the middle shelf are also 2 large close to my heart containers that hold stamp sets. And then in the middle is like they have these larger ones that are like larger alphabets that are kind of 8.5 by 11 sized. And I keep meaning to get those into a binder somehow, but they just kind of end up in the middle of my hutch there. The bottom shelf, I have just some duplicate inks there on the bottom on the left. I have a basket full of Christmas stamps, and then in the, I think in the middle, those are also some Christmas stamps. Then I have my blocks and some embellishments, and then on the very right bottom, I have every single Close to My Heart catalog since 2003, I believe. So that is my hutch. Now underneath you can see there's like some cupboard doors and stuff. That's just kind of some, oh, it's not all scrapbooking storage. Some of it is kind of just some other stuff that I have stored in there. And the other thing I have is my closet. So I'm going to walk around here. Try not to bang into everything. So this is my closet, and it is not like completely organized, but I will come over here and kind of show you. I don't want it to be in front of the camera. Anyway, what I have here are, these 3 are like cardboard box containers, and they're divided. Let me move I just use this, it's empty. I just use it when I go on crops and things like that. So these you can kind of see, I have old, they're all old Close to My Heart kits in all 3 of these. These are the more current kits from the last catalog and the current catalog. And then I have my daughter's school albums, and I have my mom's heritage album that I should be working on. And then these are just some more, just kind of some random things, and I have extra white cardstock there. These are just some bins that I take when I go on crops, other tools and things for other people to use. I have some twine and some ribbon in that one. These are tools, and these are stickers. That's all just business stuff. And then I have empty albums sitting over here that are just waiting to be used. And then over here, this is all my daughter's scrapbooking stuff. And so all of her stuff just stays in the closet. And when she likes to scrapbook, she can scrapbook at my table, or she can sit at the game table here. So that is all closed off, and I'm gonna get back behind the camera. Oh, I'm such a dork, you guys. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna pan around a little bit here. This is my husband's painting area. He plays board games, but he also paints miniatures that go with his board games. So that's his little painting station. He doesn't really have that completely set up yet, but I'm sure he'll be bringing all that stuff down to set that up again. I have a 2x4 Kallax shelf here. The top 4 shelves are really kind of mine, and then the bottom 4 are overflow for my husband if he needs more. Right now he has quite a few cubes on his big Kallax that are not full, so he doesn't really need that right now. So I have another one of those clip system things that I designed and made myself, and I don't have any pages on them yet, so I guess I need to get to creating or pull some, I might pull some old pages out of some of my old albums just to kind of display those. So I will come a little bit closer here to the shelf as I bang my tripod on everything. So what I have here, let me pan down here. On the top, I have my little Minnie Mouse figurine. I love Minnie Mouse. I'm kind of a fan. So anyway, and then I have that frame. It came with a little phrase that said start today, and I'm trying to find some sort of printable maybe that I can put in there, but the paint color just matched the yellow that I put in the back of my hedge so well, I just had to get it. So on top of that cube unit is my 2015 album that I'm currently working on. These are the last pages I did. My video that's uploading right now are of these 2 pages that you see here. So I'll be flipping to the next page soon and getting to work on my week 34. But here I have, in this first cube, I have all of my 2014 pictures that are yet to be scrapped. So I don't like to look at that. I should cover them up. It makes me kind of overwhelmed. The next cube is my Disney album. And then the last 2 cubes are my little acrylic trays that I have to store all my ephemera and clips and flair and things like that. And then those 2 yellow boxes are those, and I'm not going to pronounce this right, it's like T-J-E-N-A, I call them Tenna boxes. I don't know, maybe it's Tajena, Tahana, I have no idea. I don't speak Swedish. So, but those 2 boxes have all of my little Christmas embellishments. Anything that's Christmas-like goes in those 2 bins. So when I do my December daily, I can take those out and I just have my specific Christmas embellishments in those. So I kind of come around to my desktop. There's my camera that I use. It's an old Canon EOS Rebel XS, and it works great. I have some other lenses for it. So that album right there is my 2014 album. If you're not familiar with my videos or anything, you know, if you haven't watched some of my earlier videos, I have probably mentioned before that I'm working on 2014 and 2015 at the same time. I didn't like the feeling of doing stuff a year behind all of the time, and not that I felt like I wasn't caught up, that really doesn't matter to me, but I was starting to forget the stories, and to me that's kind of the important reason why we scrapbook. So I wanted to get started on 2015 even though I wasn't done with 2014, so that I could tell those stories with a more fresh, current perspective. And right now I'm about 3 or 4 weeks behind, and I don't like to say behind, but I mean, I'm on week 34, and I think right now we're in week 30. Let's see, I've got my, here's my little planner here. So we are currently in week 38. So I'm about 4 weeks off, but as you can kind of see here in my book, I will turn this around so you can kind of see how I keep it organized. I have, I keep my week cards for my Project 52 core kit because I'm always using those. And then all of my pictures that I have printed, for that week are here. So I already have all my pictures printed for week 34. They're all here. They're ready to go. I just will need to trim some of them down. But there they are in my in my little planner. So then there's week 35 and all the pictures from week 35. And I have week 36, and then I also write down everything we did if there's anything I need to tell. So there's week 36 and week 37. So I'm all caught up on picture printing. Here's week 38. Obviously we're still in week 38. Today's the last day of week 38. So I'll finish writing in what I'm working on there, and then I just kind of keep that right there to reference while I'm working. Sorry about the sunlight there. I do love that I get the natural light, but it obviously doesn't work great to record videos at this time of day. So that's why I'm doing a scrap room tour instead of working on my pages. So, and then here, the last thing I have on my table is my Lazy Susan. And these are all the current kind of ephemera and tags and things that I'm using right now. So there I have, I think these are from, I think they're the Notes and Things not core kit, but value kit. These are just some enamel dots that I use that are from Freckled Fawn. These are I got some watercolor paper, and so I just kind of, I don't know, I did this on my last video that you'll see if you watch that here coming up, but I just kind of did some watercoloring. I looked at the colors of my Citrus Twist kit, and they're kind of yellows, grays, teals, and pinks, and so I did these, and I will stamp on those, or I might use them as filler cards, but they are 3x4. It's watercolor paper, so it doesn't soak through and get all yucky on the other side. So I just have those sitting in there. These are some ephemera bits from My Mind's Eye, and so that's what I have in here. These are my Elle's Studio, and I said it wrong on my last video. It's not Foodie, it's Let's Eat. So there's the die cuts and then the cut aparts that I've already cut apart, and I have in here ready to go. So that's those. This, I have some tags. I think these I got from the Target Dollar Spot at like Valentine's Day. They have little hearts on them, you can kind of see there. And then I have my little, these are from Poolside. I'll thank Mandy Schneider for enabling me to purchase these. They're these little mason jars, and they have like a little pocket in the front that you can put things in, and they came with like the little sequins and some little tags, and like that one, You Plus Me and Sunshine. So they're kind of the summery kind of themes, but I think these mason jars could be used for anything. There's 2 blank ones, and then there's these 2 that have some words on them, Happy and Small Treasures. So, and then the gold thread also came with that. So those are just kind of like my tags and things like that. And then the center, I have, these are just some leftover puppy stickers. These are from the gold foil value kit. And then I have, these are the confetti ephemera vellum pieces from that Maggie Holmes confetti line from Crate Paper. So that's what I have in my Lazy Susan. So I think that's about it for my craft room tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I guess I didn't really talk about my paper that much. I kind of, the left hand side there is all my cardstock colors, and then the smaller rack is kind of all the current paper lines that I'm using. So like my watercolor paper's on top, and then I have some paper from October Afternoon, and I have the Maggie Holmes confetti, and then I have some vellum, and I have some Husker paper and some Disney papers, a few of the Simple Stories, and then I have some Close to My Heart papers in there. And the bottom 2 there are some Christmas ones. And then I have like Fine and Dandy and the Frankie and Friends from Simple Stories, and some summer Simple Stories, some other things in there, some specialty vellum and just other things like that. So those are just kind of any of my 12x12 papers that just kind of don't go anywhere else. So I guess that's about it. I hope you enjoyed my little scrap room tour, and I hope to see you guys soon with another process video. I got it right here. I've got it ready to go. So I'll be getting to work on week 34 here this next week. So we'll talk to you later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.